Well, hello, folks. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Welcome to the Gospel Truth channel. And I wanted to bring to you something very interesting today. I don't talk about politics that much, and I'm really not talking about politics here, even though we are talking about the snake in Trump's grass. Will Paula White bite him in the ankle? Who in the world is Paula White, and why in the world should you care who Paula White is? Well, she is a person that apparently, at least on the surface, has a great deal of influence upon our president. And if she does have a great deal of influence upon our president, then we should take notice of it. We should be aware of it, and we should send the president good. Hello to you in Beirut. Send the president good vibes, because I think this, hello, Davy in Scotland. I think that this lady is a snake in the president's grass. And if you remember, President Trump knows all about snakes. If you'll remember, the president does know all about snakes.
Snake. It's called the snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake.
So the president knows about snakes. The president knows how snakes are. The president knows how snakes can be very, very sneaky. And I want to continue and just give you the lyrics of that poem that the president often read. Many of you have heard it, but let's see exactly what the lyrics say. On a path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with dew. Oh, well, she cried, I'll take you in. I'll take good care of you. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in for heaven's sake. For heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a curvature of silk. She laid him by the fireside with honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night. As soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Now she clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you might have died. Now she stroked his pretty skin, and she kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying thanks to her, the snake gave her a bite. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bit me even. Why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. Which brings us to Paula White, evangelist Paula White, disgraced evangelist Paula White, and the president of the United States. If there's ever been a snake in the realms of evangelical Christianity, I know that's redundant, but Paula White is a snake's snake. Paula White is a charlatan's charlatan. Paula White is a faker's fake. Paula White is as crooked as a snake. Paula White is a snake. Paula White is bad, bad news. There's an article today in the Washington Post, and Wayne Steiger told me about this. There's an article in the Washington Post about the snake, Paula White, Paula the Snake White. And this is her. And the story is told that back in 2011, when Donald Trump was thinking about running for president, in my estimation, if he had run against Obama in a second term, he would have defeated Obama then, but that's neither here nor there. Allegedly, Donald Trump called Paula White, asked her to gather some preachers to pray for him. They went up to Trump Tower. And if you hear Paula White tell it, she told the president, or told Trump at that time, it's not the right time to run. He didn't run. If you believe that Donald Trump didn't run because Paula White told him not to run, I've got some timeshare, as Rex would say, in Branson, Missouri, that I think would be perfect for you. But then when he came back, when he decided he was going to run, he did invite her. And this is Paula White right here. And I mean, let's just be frank. We know our president. He likes his blondes. He likes his pretty women. He likes his thin women. She fits the bill. She's a snake, but you can see why Trump likes her. And you can also see why, if you look at what she talks about, there's some reasons why Trump likes her as well. But Trump brought her into his inner circle. And when the preachers are all seen praying for President Trump, she's often front and center. Here she is at the inauguration, actually giving, a prayer at the inauguration. There she is, the snake.
Come to you, Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, with grateful hearts, thanking you for this.
How fake? She's so fake. Not only is she not bowing her head and closing her eyes, which you're supposed to do, but she's acting the whole time. But anyway, she's a snake. Why is the president allowing her around? Well, he likes pretty women around him. He likes powerful women around him. She is both pretty by objective standards, I would say, and powerful. And she also, there was something in here I wanted to show you. She's also a person that's right up Trump's alley as far as being positive, as far as being empowering. She's married to a rock and roller for her fourth time. I mean, look at this just real quickly. You can see one of the reasons why Trump likes her too. Just a quick snippet.
You have to believe in yourself. All behavior comes out of belief. And if we don't change the way we think, we'll never change the dynamics of our life.
So you can see by the way she carries herself and the things she talks about, there's a reason why Trump is drawn to her. And he goes on to talk about his father and his ability to manifest money. But I mean, this is a woman who is as crooked as they come. She's supposed to be a pastor. She has a $4 million condo in Trump Tower. She's had 3 divorces. Her church brings in $40 million a year. She's got a private jet. She's got an 8,000 square foot home. She's been investigated for misuse of donations. She's been shut down in churches a couple of times. She is crooked. She is nasty. She is bad news. And check this out. July 2010, Paula White and Benny Hinn were photographed holding hands on a street in Rome in 2010. And Benny Hinn admitted to inappropriate contact and spending time with a woman that he wasn't married to. Oh my goodness. How crooked do you have to be to start having sexy time with Benny Hinn? Are you kidding me? Benny Hinn. Oh my goodness. But yet, she has the ear of the president. Yet, she has access to the White House. This is a woman that makes her living fleecing a mostly black church in Apopka, Florida. This is a woman who is a charlatan as much as any charlatan has ever been. She believes that she is a model Christian. She believes she's fulfilling an assignment from God to influence the President of the United States. She claims that she has personally led Donald Trump to the Lord, quote unquote. I think that's silly. I don't think that probably happened. But why are we even talking about this, Jeff? What is my point here? Well, my point is that Donald Trump, of course, he's attracted to this lady. Donald Trump likes her style. Donald Trump likes the fact that she's a powerful woman. But Donald Trump also knows that she was a powerful woman, and he knew he was going to have trouble with women in his campaign because of things that were going to come out and what the media was going to do to him. He knew he needed to have help from the evangelicals, and even though White is not particularly popular among many evangelicals, she still does command a large TV audience, and he knows that she looks good on camera. So it's my hope that President Trump just leveraged her, as presidents have to do when they're getting elected. He leveraged her group. He leveraged her leverage and used her as she used him. Politics makes strange bedfellows. Paula White is strange. Let's hope that that's as far as it went. But I can't help but think about the snake. Oh, well, she cried, and putting Paula White as the snake. Take me in. Trump says, I'll take care of you. Paula White delivers on her agenda. Paula White delivers on her voting block. The president brings her in. He still gives her access to the White House. He literally, gives her hugs. I just hope that she doesn't give him a vicious bite. I just hope that it doesn't end up hurting the president, because this woman, not only is she a rat bastard, nasty, nasty thief of a woman, I concur with Wayne's belief that she's also deep into dark magic, deep into blood magic, and is a person of occultic means. And I don't mean good occult, I mean dark magic. She's a woman of dark magic. And I hope that the president and the people around him are smart enough to keep her away from any place of influence. I've got an idea that Ivanka might have Paula's number. Let's hope so anyway. But interesting to see that President Trump would allow her in. Hopefully, again, it's just to leverage the demographics that she connects with. Hopefully, it's just kind of paying her back for being faithful over the years. And hopefully he will see that this is a snake, that Paula White is Trump's snake in the grass, and he will wake up and realize this before she bites him in the ankle. Let's go to the chat room and see what you folks have to say. You've listened to me. Now I'll listen to you. And I think he's got a lot of snakes in the grass. Well, Kay, obviously he does have a lot of snakes in the grass. And if you're going to win a presidential election, unfortunately, you've got to align yourself with some snakes. You just have to make sure you've got the snakes that aren't going to bite you and kill you. I agree. He is surrounded by snakes. He's trying to drain the swamp of snakes, but hopefully he recognizes Paula for the snake she is. We've got Lebanon. We've got Scotland. We've got Ireland. Good morning to all of you. They're not the nice and non-poisonous kind. I agree with you, Kay. I don't believe that Trump was being held captive. Paula White, read the article in the New Yorker. You'll find out who she is. I think I've told you a pretty good idea about who she is. I'm glad my name isn't Paula White. Paula White is a witch, Bonds, I agree, and not in a good way. She's a practitioner of dark arts. She's not Christian. Well, she is Christian, but see, what you got to understand is Christianity is a human sacrifice blood religion, and she is a practitioner of it. Donald Trump, does he go to church? I think Donald Trump goes to church in order to win favor with the evangelicals. Do I think Donald Trump is a Christian? No, I don't think he's a Christian. Do I think Donald Trump gets down on his knees and prays to some guy in the sky? No, I don't believe he does. But I believe Donald Trump is a smart politician, and Donald Trump wants to get elected and get reelected if he chooses to, and the evangelicals are a big part of that. So Donald Trump goes to church the same way Ronald Reagan went to church, to bring in the evangelicals. Interesting. I don't know if Paula White bathes in blood, but I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that she did. It's a shame that he likes her. I agree, Katha O'Hara. I think it is a shame that he likes her as well. But again, that's Donald Trump, and that's who he is. Like Heidi has said in his chart, he does have a weakness for women. And hopefully, again, this weakness will not bite him in the butt. Benny Hinn, that's hilarious. I just got here. I'm going to have to go back to the beginning. Trump. The Ido keeps going out. Heidi did say you have trouble with the woman. Yeah, trouble with women is in his chart. No doubt about it. Trump has his own ideas. I don't think many people have a huge influence on him. I agree with you among wolves. I think that he's bringing, and it's not that he brought her in. I think he's allowed her in his realms because she has some influence, because she has some charisma, and because he likes to look at her. Oh, Jeff, you're so sexist. I'm just telling you the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. Trump should have her chart read. Yep. Kenneth Copeland wears a mask. He may very well. Trump did pray before he got elected. Of course he didn't pray. But bringing in evangelicals to pray for you is a great photo op. And there's 2 billion. There's a lot of Christians. I don't want to say 2 billion. There's a whole lot of them. So that's Paula White. That's the snake in the president's grass. And let's hope she doesn't bite him in the ankle. I hope the president's aware of it. I trust the president is aware of it. And I hope that you will be aware when you see this snake. And if you're in Apopka, go to some other church. She's ripping you off. They ran her out of Tampa. They've ran her out of other places. She's a fraud. She's a mockery. She's a phony. If you're in Paula White's church, leave. If you're in any church, leave. But especially hers, do you really want to give your hard-earned money so she can fly around in a jet? Do you really want to give your hard-earned money so she can walk around in her 8,000 square foot house? Do you really think that you should give your money so her and her rock and roll husband can watch porn on their wall-sized TV? They admitted it. George Carlin is not George McGovern in a mask. I hope you're joking, Brian, because that's just silly. Paula White is a snake in Donald Trump's grass. Let's hope that he knows it. Let's hope that he sees it. Thanks to Wayne for putting me on to that. There's a lot more to talk about her, but I can't think of a reason to talk about her. It's enough to know she's in the president's, at least one of his circles, maybe not inner circles, but she's in one of his circles. And hopefully he knows, hopefully he understands, and hopefully the people around him understand. She's fake, she's phony. Don't allow her to leverage her access to a president that you may like to get you paying for her jet, paying for her mansion, paying for her D&G clothing, her Jimmy Choo shoes, and her super duper lifestyle stolen from people that can't afford to give it to her, but do anyway. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Just felt like I had to let you know about that. I hope you're here to unindoctrinate yourself. I hope you're here to guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. Until next time, please stay fearless, my friends. Please use the head that the Elohim gave you. Use the brain the Elohim gave you. Don't be taken in by snakes, because sooner or later, snakes will bite. I salute you for being here, seeking after truth. Like, share, subscribe, and go to jeffreydarty.com, sponsor through PayPal, or sponsor right here on the $. Brian, he's not McGovern. Please no more with that. Don't make me remove your comment. Silly doesn't fly here. Brah. Jeffrey Darty, Christian whistleblower, gospel truth worldwide. Much more programming today. You guys are loved too. Thank you so much. And we will see you again real soon.